This is Steve Maclin. I'm hanging out with DJ Delz.
So how are you doing today?
I'm good. Yourself, man?
I'm doing good, man. Bound for Glory's right around the
Collection
corner.
you got there.
Yeah, I got a ton of sneakers back here, definitely. Bound for Glory's right around the corner. You are going to be in that match. You had the three-way, winning the three-way. And this is like the pay-per-view of the year when it comes to Impact Wrestling, right? This is the big one right here. So we're definitely looking forward to that. I know you got asked us a lot of the same questions, so we like to just have fun here and just shoot the shit a little bit. I know you're a huge Marvel fan. If I'm not mistaken, you even have some Marvel statues on the side of you, right? Or you had?
Yeah, I got the big Iron Giant, or the Iron Hulk, you should say. I got Thor.
Yeah.
I got Captain America up there. I got all my comics. I'm like, I love my comics, but I'm very more of the hardcover and the actual graphic novel.
Yep.
Just because everything's in one, you don't have to go anywhere else for them. That's my way of collecting.
You could just read.
Yes.
Like,
D makes fun of me for it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I read a book. I'm like, nah.
What's your favorite Marvel hero?
Wolverine.
Wolverine. What's there about Wolverine that you love so much about him?
I don't know. Just as a kid growing up, that was one of those characters. He was just the cool.
Yeah, he just looks super badass, right? With the claws.
Yeah. And then now, like with the movies, especially when like Old Man Logan, like I got into those comics too. And then when Logan came out and how they did it and the story with Hugh Jackman and building that character from where it began with the first X-Men all the way through, it's just crazy to see that progression and how much he committed to the character. And a lot of people don't like the Wolverine one when he goes to Japan. I love that. That's one of my favorite ones.
And that was a good one. I mean, some of these movies, they're just winners to everyone. And once in a while, there's a movie that comes out where some people are kind of on the fence with. I know you like the Winter Soldier movie a lot, right?
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite out of that whole phase of the Avengers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what
just
I heard.
From the beginning to end, that whole story was just, I don't know, it just was friggin' awesome. And it brought in like such a dark side to it, but then it also made Cap more human.
And you're a big fan of Punisher too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that's a given.
Yeah. You see, even when you come out, there gotta be there's inspiration a little bit with the jacket and everything, or because it's super badass.
So a lot of inspiration for my character kind of came from the Punisher. That was one of the, even before the show kind of connected, I was trying to like tweak that character a little bit from the comics in WWE, my time in WWE and NXT. And of course, you pitch ideas and they get shut down. It's the way of the game. It's an entertainment business.
Yeah.
And so getting out, like once I was let go and I was like, all right, well, I'm full in on who I am. And watching the show with John Brenthal as the Punisher, like there's a lot of connections between me and that character from the show, just from his military background, being a Marine.
And thank you for
so it's finding ways to tweak myself and as a character, but also stay true to myself in a real way instead of being just a gimmick in wrestling.
Yeah. Well, that must be a relief, being able to actually have some creative freedom versus before, it seems like. Actually being able to be creative.
Yeah, you don't get so much of the freedom that, like, you don't have the complete freedom that you have to do like we did in WWE. Like, you have a little bit of creative say when you are there, and it's just how you deliver it. But you also you're a part of an entertainment company that it's ran by the one guy, and you're going to have to do what he wants.
Yeah.
It's his show. And that's the one thing I think fans don't get is, like, it's his show. Like, he's going to do what he wants. And you as an employee on his movie, pretty much, his live action movie every week, that's what it's going to be.
Do you think that fans take wrestling too seriously to the point where they think like they almost treat you guys as not performers at times, and they just think you're this character 24/7? Do you feel like wrestlers don't get the same shake as other kind of performers in the entertainment industry?
It all depends. Like I was kind of saying, like, it just depends on how fans react, like what fans want to believe. Our objective is to suspend disbelief in the world of professional wrestling.
That is very true.
And if I can get sucked into it still as a wrestler, but still as a fan myself, when I'm watching on a monitor or watching a match, That just lets you it's that magic, kind of like the Disney magic. When the first time you go to Disneyland, there's that feeling. It's like the same thing with professional wrestling. When there is that moment and holy crap, is this supposed to happen? Is this things happen organically, and when they do,
oh yeah,
to me that's the best thing in the world. And the last time I really felt that was when Taker and Brock at Mania 30, and I watched, I was it's holy crap, they actually did it.
Yeah, that was a holy shit moment, right?
Yeah, that was for me. I was like, wow, I can't believe it.
No one could believe it. It was silence all across the world.
Yeah,
unbelievable. Let's talk about music. I looked into some of the stuff you like. You seem to really be into the Deftones. You like the Deftones a lot.
I mix my genres are mixed depending on my mood going into the gym. Lately in the gym, I just kind of been listening to a lot of soundtracks.
Okay.
I just
Rocky?
started doing.
Are you doing Rocky at all?
Superman. Huh?
You doing any Rocky or no?
Yeah, I got some Rocky in there, but
Okay.
I like the Creed soundtrack. But I like a lot of instrumental, just to set the mood in the gym, and it kind of lets my brain kind of escape a little bit, and kind of gets me in the zone. Because a lot of times I probably look like a nut job in the gym talking to myself, even though I'm not saying it out loud. I'm verbally saying things, mouthing it, but just going through ideas in my head of promos and just maybe a match or just demeanor, and then I don't know. But with music, I'm all types of music. But lately,
you're a fan of Metallica too. I seen, especially the Black album, right? You like that album a lot.
Master of Puppets is still my favorite.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Oh yeah.
You're from New Jersey, right?
Yeah, from Rutherford, New Jersey.
That's right where a lot of concerts and also Giant Stadium's over there, right?
I grew up 5 minutes from the stadium, so going there a lot was a lot of fun when I was younger, especially a lot of WWE live events when I was younger.
Yeah, because I'm from Yonkers, New York.
Okay.
So we drive to go to the concerts, to go to the games, even Summer Jam.
Games anymore.
Yeah, but back in the days, I'm showing my age.
Luckily, I have 2 seats. My mom bought me for Christmas when the Giants. I was away on deployment when they ripped down Giant Stadium. My mom bought me 2 seats from the old stadium, so they're in the garage up in Jersey right now. We're trying to get them down here somehow to my house.
And you're a crazy Giants fan, right? To the death.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love my Giants. It's funny because I'll listen to them on the radio now too. If I can't get the game down here, a lot of times with the Fox broadcast, they don't get the Giants in that area, so I'll listen to them on the radio.
So what is your vision of the future of the Giants?
Of the Giants?
Yeah,
I don't know. A lot of injuries right now. Hopefully Daniel Jones plays this week. It would help me out in fantasy too. But I don't know, man. They got a young team and they're building on it. It's just staying healthy for them right now, I would say. Saquon going down again on a freak ankle.
Yeah, that's not good.
And they were just getting everybody back, but now you're kind of seeing Tony shine. You got Slayton coming back, the same as Galladay just went down, but I don't know how long he's out. I don't think too long. And then defensively, losing Martinez was going to hurt them the rest of the year.
Definitely. Did you ever go to concerts over there?
Yeah.
Around your way? What shows did you go to?
Last concert I went there was actually 2001, 2002 time frame with Summer Sanitarium. It was Metallica, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, and Deftones.
Woo! What a show.
Great. Dude, Limp Bizkit stole the show.
I've seen them live before.
Secretly, I love Limp Bizkit.
Everyone's a secret Limp Bizkit fan.
It's like
I was supposed to see them.
Yeah,
supposed to see them last month, but they canceled last minute. That must have been amazing. Any other shows you remember?
Last concert I actually was at was Big Four at Yankee Stadium when they opened it up. Metallica,
Anthrax, Megadeth. What was
got
that?
Back from my second tour, and a few of my buddies in the Marine Corps, we all went up to Yankee Stadium for it. It was a good time.
Oh my God! Who do you think stole the show?
Oh, Slayer.
Slayer did?
Yeah, because we pitted pretty much the entire first 3 sets with Anthrax, Megadeth, and Slayer. And then when Metallica came on, everybody just chilled. Everybody just was, all right, time to vibe and watch Metallica just kill it.
Slayer wore everyone out, probably.
Slayer they just went hard, and it was great, and it just pitting was fun. Then I went in with a shirt. I left with just jean shorts on and a pair of boots.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine you in the pit, man. People aren't messing around with you, I don't think, but it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah, my days are done with the pits, but I used to love going into them. I've seen Rage Against the Machines and Wu-Tang at that place by your house, and it was insanity. The pit was so crazy; people were jumping from the top seats, and they were just diving down to get to the floor. They had to bring the state troopers. It was absolutely insane.
I remember I was a teenager. They had the Family Values tour going on over there, and I was begging my mom to let me go because it was when music, MTV was at its highest. Music was everything in that pop culture time frame was at its highest, and she just wouldn't let me go. I was young too, which smart. Don't let me go, but God, I was so jealous to not go to those concerts.
So, how is your new home, Impact? Talk about it. Let's talk about Impact Wrestling. I know you don't have a lot of time. How is this transition? It looks like you're coming in there looking big out there. You know, like just tell us about Impact right now. Being a part of that.
To me, it's a place to be. Impact Wrestling's growing. It's always been a place to be, and I think from top to bottom right now, the roster is very strong. And there's a lot of talent, but it's funny you have every genre from top to bottom as well. So when you watch the show, it's very entertaining too. Like a lot of the backstage stuff with Swingers Palace recently has been, I laugh at.
Me too. He's hilarious.
It's fun and it's very underrated that it's not talked about enough. But
I think Impact is amazing for years. I mean, for years. There's always great talent. And I agree with what you're saying with the roster. You have a lot of everything there, you know. So,
and it's just the transition's been off the charts. Just because I get a lot of creative freedom on that. I don't have to worry about really so much of being told what to do or not to do in my matches, and it's kind of fun to just go out there and do my job the way I see myself. And they're very supportive. And with D'Lo, Gail Kim, Scott D'Amore, everybody from top to bottom in the back has been awesome and nothing but supportive. And I'm thankful for it too.
I mean, and another thing, us fans, we could see when stuff is organic and when stuff is so manipulated, you know, and it just seems more realistic and real. Like we were talking about before, you know, where some people can't even separate, you know, the performer from the person. And you could actually really deliver that shit home, I feel like, at a company like Impact. So
thank you. Yeah, no, it's been fun. It was great. It's great now to have the fans back. Because I'll tell you, with debuting, trying to do a new gimmick and new demeanor and trying to figure myself out with no one there was very awkward. But we got through it. But that was also a testament to that time of pro wrestling across the board, everywhere, in all companies, just for talent to be able to up their game now with having no fans or little to amount of fans, or even talent in the crowd being there to just cheering on.
What was it like doing a move or even hitting someone for the first time and actually hearing people instead of nothing? That must have been like, holy shit! It must have been an amazing feeling.
Yeah. So wrestling is very live audience based. Granted, we're playing to a camera most of the time for TV, but you have that energy from the crowd, and that's the number one thing, whether you're a heel or a face. Me, I love when people hate me. I don't care if you hate me or like me. I want to go out there and do my job ultimately of what I'm supposed to do. And it's just the energy is just, it's awesome. That's just one of the coolest feelings in professional wrestling, is to feel the energy from the crowd.
Yeah. Your favorite cheat meal, buffalo wings? Is that one of your favorites? I've seen you tearing up these wings on it. I've been digging through your Instagram, your Twitter. I'm doing my work on you. I'm trying my best.
Good.
Yeah. You look like you could eat a lot of wings, man. That's a lot of wings on your plate. That was all you.
I just eat, yeah. It was like almost 2 Sundays ago or last Sunday. I was telling Dee I was craving wings, and it was 1:00 games were on, and she went to the gym, and she came back with a thing of wings. I was like, oh, I love you.
Yeah, I could bash some wings, man. Yeah, they got to be well done though. I don't like them when they're all the skin is all, you know, undercooked.
I know what you mean. Yeah, no, it's got to be a good, and then you got to have a good hot sauce or a good ranch on the side.
Oh yeah, 100%. Also, you were talking about love and hate before and stuff like that, and it reminded me. I think you posted this quote from Kurt Cobain. It said, "I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I am not," and that was from Kurt Cobain. And so, obviously, you're a fan of Kurt Cobain. Do you remember when you found out the news Kurt Cobain passed away?
I was very young.
Oh,
So,
how old are you?
34.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. So you were super.
Yeah, I was still pretty young, but I was a fan. My real dad, my actual father, he was a DJ when I was little, so that's how I got the music. He did DJ'd on the side from his. He had 2 jobs, and DJing was one. So on the weekends, he would set up and practice on his equipment and whatnot, just mixing and everything. And that's where I fell in love with music and listening to things. And of course, he's listening to old 60s, 70s, and 80s hair metal hits, and here I am bringing in grunge music and Metallica.
Yeah.
Then
he's listening to Poison and Motley Crue, right?
Yeah. And of course,
which is good stuff. I like them.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, hey man, it was a pleasure talking to you. And make sure you guys check out Bound for Glory and watch Impact Wrestling. This guy is definitely taking the world by storm. And I love everything you're doing. I love the look. I even love the entrance music, the finisher. Everything is fantastic. You keep doing your thing, man. All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
No problem. Have a good one.